Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I really don't know about this one. I want you to picture in your mind Tony Blair in a suit, maybe a small scar down the side of his face, holding a giant white fluffy cat and in a swivel chair, and him swivelling around and looking at you and going, so glad you could join us, Mr. Bond. Because I think that's where he's at. He's at Bond level villain now. And I'm going to take you on a little journey as to explain why that image is so damn accurate. Now, the Tony Blair Institute has published a report. And in that report, of course, he said that these net zero bollocks really is doomed to fail. This is why he and Miliband are having little, grimacing matches at each other. And of course, it sent Labour and the Greens and all the other lefty twonks into a meltdown, into a complete sort of panic. They're all running around, waving their hands in the air. And Sir Tony is sitting back going, just as I planned. Enable phase 2. He's there, trust me, Bond villain, it's coming, wait. So what does he suggest we do if we can't get net zero? Well, he's come up with this idea, and this is no shit what I'm about to tell you. He wants a fleet of robots, underwater robots, for planting seagrass and mangroves. Autonomous vehicles capable of planting thousands of seedlings a day, and then digital tools, he says, such as geospatial mapping and Internet of Things enabled monitoring and predictive analysis, so that they can plant all this stuff under the sea so that it can produce all the oxygen, absorb all the carbon dioxide and all this. Okay, the science is good. The practicality, no, not yet. But the science is okay. The science works, I grant you. But practically, no. But there comes the next phase. And this is where we're getting into Bond villain phase. Blofeld, blowjob in his case. When he was cottaging. What did they call him? Miranda? Anyway, he wants to reflect sunlight back into space. Now let's think about this. He says, in the most extreme case, in which we fail to make significant progress on decarbonisation, the world may need to seriously consider solar radiation management, a technology generally considered a last resort for addressing global warming. First of all, do you think mankind is clever enough to do something like this and not fuck it up? Because our history is filled with ideas that someone said, that's a really good idea, and it's gone horrendously wrong. Anyway, one of the most radical and controversial forms of disruption of SRM involves the direct manipulation of the Earth's climate system to counteract global warming through techniques aiming to reflect sunlight away or limit the radiation that reaches Earth. While highly controversial, such technologies may become necessary if mitigation efforts fail to prevent catastrophic climate shifts. What are they talking about here? Well, launching thousands of mirrors, very large mirrors, mylar. The mirrors themselves quite small, thin. They're mylar sheets. They go up and then they open up. And then the sun comes down and they reflect the light of the sun away before it hits the earth, thus cooling the earth. And as he sits there, he's making Elon Musk and the Starlink the Starlink system look like something small and tiny. Because these things, there have to be millions of them, and they'd have to be tethered to each other. They'd have to work in tandem. They'd have to be controllable. It's sheer lunacy that can only come from a tortured mind. A mind driven mad as he lays awake at night thinking of the millions of people he has killed, directly or indirectly through his actions. But yes, Bond villain, Tony Blair. You can just imagine him sitting in his little underground headquarters, can't you? Stroking his pussy, looking as he covers the earth and all these, and then comes out and says, "You will pay me the sum of £10 billion, or I shall freeze Surrey." And he'll put them on permanent stationary orbit above Surrey, and Surrey will never see the light of the sun again. I mean, this is where we're at, isn't it? He is an absolute loon. But it is funny, because at least now he has managed to make Ed Miliband look reasonable. I don't get. I'm just astonished. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is Tony Blair, Ernst Stavro blowjob, or is he more Mong the Merciless? Oh well. Thanks very much. Bye.